Hello students, welcome to online tutorial session. Today we will learn the different type of or the categories of operating systems. Okay, so used on the way a user interact with the computer and the way the computer carries out the job assigned to it. One can broadly classify the operating system into the following categories. Okay, so number one is the mainframe operating system. So these operating systems serve the mainframe computers and are used in the areas like web server, business servers, railway booking, stock exchange, etc. With a larger number of people are actually capable of accessing the computer at a given time. Okay, so mainframe operating systems are specially developed for handling such a large volume of data and can process many jobs at a given time. So the example of this operating system is OS/390. Okay. Now we're coming to the next topic, next type of operating system, that is a batch processing operating system. So such an operating system is used for processing a set of jobs without any human intervention. Okay. So the jobs submitted by the user are collected by the computer in a batch and are put in an input queue. Okay, the computer then processes each job one after other in the first come first service basis. Okay, so without any interaction from the humans. Okay, so for a batch of job to separate one job from another job, special language called the job control language, that is JCL, were introduced. Okay, the job control statement are used by the operating system to identify new jobs and determine the resources needed by the job during the execution. So usually every program or the data set were precise and followed by the such job control statement. Okay. Now, now next is the multi-tasking operating systems. So under the multitasking operating system, there are many categories are there. Okay. So first we have to understand what is multitasking or multi-programming operating systems. Okay. So the multi-programming means the interlinked execution of two or more different independent jobs or programs by the same computer. So such type of operating systems allow more than one program to be stored in the primary memory simultaneously and run them. So in that case, the operating system decide the order in which the program process needed to be executed. So various type of multi-programming operating systems are available. So number one is the multitasking operating system. So a multitasking operating system can handle multiple tasks together. Okay, so when multiple programs are running in a computer, each is broken down into the number of small processes. Okay, so when one process of a particular program has finished the utilizing which needs execution and CPU, sorry, utilizing the CPU, and it is ready for the input output operation, then the CPU is allocated to the process of another program which is need to be executed. Okay, the CPU switches from one process to another very fast so that the user cannot notice this change. This is not at all noticeable. So it gives the impression to the user that simultaneous operation of the all programs are going on. So the example of the multitask operating system pretty common, Windows, Unix and Linux. Okay. Now we are coming to the next topic, that is a multi-user operating system. So such an operating system allows multiple users to access a computer through more than one terminal. Okay. So the railway booking system use such an approach where the number of users can access the main server computer from the various terminals spread across the wide area network. Okay, so such kind of a OS also includes Unix, Linux, Windows 2000, etc. Now we are coming to the topic, that is multi-processing operating system. So a CPU may have a multiple independent processor, okay, that work in a parallel. Such computer systems are required for advanced scientific research, okay, and the commercial applications that require the high processing powers. So an operating system that supports Such a hardware configuration is also called a multi-processing operating system. Example also Unix, Linux and Windows. Another one that is a very popular one is actually year after year question is coming. What is time sharing operating system? So such an operating systems allows various users to share the total available time of a CPU. Okay, CPU, not only total time of a CPU, also the memory and the other resources of the computer system under its supervision. So the time sharing is a process by which many users can simultaneously use the computer system such that each user is given the impression that he is running his own computer. Okay, a computer system achieves this by use of a multi-programming and a special algorithm. Okay, so Unix workstation is also an example of this uh, unique time sharing operating system. Okay, now the next topic is the real time operating system. Okay, so it's also coming question, what is real time operating system? This type of operating system are used in a places where the response times required for the data processing is critical. For example, in case of air traffic control, flight control of artificial satellite, real-time simulation, in such cases, this type of operating systems are required. This type of operating system are designed to respond to the external interrupts that require immediate response of the computer system. So the OS includes LINX, RTX are the example of this real-time operating system. Now we will move to the next one, that is mm, distributed operating system. Okay, so in such a system, the several computers that are connected together are processes a given job by sharing the job load between them. So an operating system that supports the distributed processing should have a special features to coordinate the operation and the flow of data between participating computers. So AMOEBA is an example of this such kind of operating systems. Actually, generally, that's actually in this type of operating system is an advancement to this world. Okay, so various autonomous interconnected computers communicate each other using shared communication network. So independent systems possesses their own memory unit and CPU. So this is are referred as a loosely coupled system or a distributed system. So this system processes differ in size and functions. The major benefit of this working with this type of operating system is that it's always possible that one user can access the files or software which is not actually present on his or her system but on some other system connected within this network. That is, the remote access is enabled within the device connected in this network. So these are the great advantages for us. Okay, next one is the network operating system. So this type of operating system is used in the computers connected in a computer network, like using a LAN. Okay, such operating systems should have capable of sharing communication from other computers connected to it. So to access the resources from other computer, the user may have to log into the remote computer using the proper password. Okay, so this type of systems run on a server and provide the capability to manage data, users, groups, security, application, and other networking functions. So this type of operating systems allow shared access of files, printers, security, applications, and other network functions over a small private network. Okay, so one more important aspect of this networking operating system is that all the users are well aware of the underlying configuration of all other users within the network. So there are individual connection, etc. So and that is why these computers are popularly known as a tightly coupled system. Okay, and one more pretty common operating system is there, that is the personal computer operating system. So this type of operating systems are used in PCs and are usually meant for the home use. Okay, So such an OS does not leave the full features of a normal operating system and have the features more suited for the home use. So example is Windows 2007 Home Edition. I hope that categorization of the operating system or types of operating system is clear to you. Thank you, student. I'm ending my lecture over here.